What's up guys, welcome back. As you can see, I am playing Metroid Prime Remastered, but we're playing it on the Steam Deck, and as of right now, if I can bring my mouse is connected to my actual PC, not my Steam Deck. So as you can see, we're playing it on Ryujinx at the moment. We will go and over looking at it on Yuzu, but since this game has just released, I thought I would show how it runs on the Steam Deck. Now, I'm going to show the start of it, maybe about 5 minutes of that, but then I'm going to fast forward, we'll get down onto Talon 4 or 5, whatever it was, I can't remember, and we'll see how it runs down there as well, because it might be different how it runs from in the space station to on the planet. So we'll just jump straight into this. Okay, so I wasn't sure if I was going to say anything during the intro, but Samus and her ship are really dark. Definitely not supposed to be like that, and as you've seen during the intro sequence, there was some stuttering. Not going to say too much about this, because Samus and her ship being really dark isn't going to affect gameplay much, or if at all. We'll see when we go into the first person view if, yeah, it's still like that. And the ship, while it looks better now, it is pretty dark still. But as I said, there was some stutters during the intro to the game there. But there was some stutter going into the Handheld mode. Maybe it'll fix itself out as we do it more often. Yeah, it's not doing it anymore. Go into the visor. And I'm actually going to put this into full screen mode now. Option, enter full screen. And I'm going to put overlay performance up a little bit so we can see more details. Maybe full. Yeah, I'll put it on full. Just so we can see some more details. So it does seem to be holding a pretty stable 60 frames per second right now. I forgot about those ones up top. Which is about the same for the Switch in this area here. When we get down onto Talon 4, that's where things are really going to open up, so we'll see more there. And as with Talon 4, there is sections of it where the Switch stutters a little bit, like it just stuttered there. But the Switch doesn't stutter like that, it just, the frame rate drops, it doesn't actually like hang any. So come on. And yep, okay, we're back. It's stuttery. I really like the look of this area. It is done really well. Still a little stuttery, but it's still going. We're at 52 there, but can't complain. This area is really dark as well, actually, isn't it? I don't need the map. A lot of the areas are really dark, and I don't know if that's the settings that I've got with my Steam Deck or not, but so I don't know if I have this set to full RGB or what. But even then, when I recorded this for my Nintendo Switch, I had it set to full RGB and it wasn't this dark. Another stutter when the door was opening. So there is minor stutters now and then. I'll go through and get to the next area. So it seems like there's stuttering whenever a door's open. You stay down. Wasn't too bad that time. Yeah, so there's not much slowdown on it. So I'm going to stop here and continue playing it and get down to Talon 4 so that we can see if anything changes when we're on the planet. Okay, so we're still in Ryujinx, and I'll move my mouse over again. As you can see, Ryujinx folder. And this is the third time that I've got to this part, and I wanted to have it being recorded from the menu to show what happens. So we're still on the space station, or the vessel, the frigate as it's called there, and we're at the first, I'm pretty sure it's the first safe station you get on it. It's at the doors where you have to go into morph ball mode to open the doors, and with the second one, which is right outside the save point, it crashes and doesn't work after that at all. It just completely freezes the game. So I just wanted to get this on record and record it, showing that this does happen, so that if I say that it happens, then I have proof that it happens at least. So we'll come out here. As you see, oh, these things are back. Okay, so we'll scan this, bring this up, and we'll jump into it. And this is the one where it's going to work now, isn't it? Nope, it's just frozen once again completely. I can still open up my Steam Deck's menu. I just can't get past this part. What I'm going to do now is we'll jump over to the Yuzu version of the game. If that emulator allows me to get past this part, what I'll do is get down to Talon 4, finish everything up, and finish up that part on Talon 4 in Yuzu. And then what I'll do is transfer my Yuzu save into my Ryujinx folder and see if we can go from there. Okay, so we are now in the Yuzu emulator, and you see I'm still on my Steam Deck. So we'll load this in, and as I done last time, we'll go through the entire first movie intro sequence, see if there's any changes, if there's any stutters, or if Samus and her ship are really dark, and then we'll go from there.
The cosmos. In the vast universe, the history of humanity is but a flash of light from a lone star. The life of a single person should be lost in space and time. But among the stars, there is one light that burns brighter than all others. The light of Samus Aran. Her battles extend beyond her life and etch themselves into history.
Okay.
Another chapter of the
Okay, it's finished. That was... Oh, okay. Oh. I really hope it doesn't do that while I'm playing. The ship's looking better. There was less stutter. We did have the narration at the start of it though, which didn't happen during Ryujinx. It does happen in the remastered version on the Switch as well. It did originally only happen in the... Oh, it done it again. In the original version of the game, in the European and Japanese versions wasn't in the American version of the original game. This hasn't went back yet. Okay, now it has. No, it's back again. Maybe it's just in extreme close-ups. It seems like it is. When there's something like really close to, maybe not. But at least we can see Samus, okay? Controller seems a little bit more responsive. Oh, no. Oh, that is not good. We'll continue on. And I've noticed it's not as dark in Ryujinx 2. And when you go through here, it's very bright. Oh, well, at least it wasn't for long. So we'll do this. I really don't want it to be doing that constantly, because that is going to hurt someone if they're playing it on this. Okay, let's move on. I think it's going to do it here. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, no, there it is. So that's the one big issue with Yuzu. It went down to 40 frames per second. Why is it doing that? I guess it's because it's building the shaders. Maybe if I leave it and go back in. No, it's open. Oh, interesting. No, I would not recommend playing this on Yuzu. It is not worth it. And I keep hearing a small buzzing in my my right ear, and frame rate is just tanking on Yuzu too. Maybe if I change over away from Vulcan. I don't know how to do that because I've always used Vulcan, but we'll get to the save point up a little and we'll find out what's happening. It's really annoying. Right, I'm going to stop the recording here. I'm going to change over to not using Vulcan and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're now using OpenGL, as you can see at the with my mouse. For some reason my mouse doesn't want to cooperate right now. It is connected to my my Steam Deck, but on the bottom left of the screen you can see I'm connected to OpenGL. I'm connected using OpenGL now, and we're going to start all this all up again and see if anything has changed.
The cosmos. In the vast universe, the history of
Getting some stutters here,
flash of light from a lone star.
which didn't happen with using Vulcan.
The life of a single person should be lost in space and time. But among the stars, there is one light that burns brighter than all others. The light of Samus
More stuttering.
Her battles extend beyond her life and etch themselves into history.
And we're still getting this weird crap. So, would I recommend playing this on the Steam Deck? No. I'm not one to condone emulating games that have just released, so I wouldn't condone emulating this at all right now. If however you need to emulate it, don't use the Steam Deck. Ryujinx doesn't get past a certain section. Yuzu is just terrible, as you can see. I would suggest, if you're going to do this, maybe use your PC for it. Then again, then again, these problems might persist just through the emulators itself. As time goes on, emulators get better, their emulation capabilities do get better, so as the emulators are updated, maybe these issues will get fixed. but as of right now, no, don't emulate these games. If you're really to play Metroid Prime, play the original. That's very easily emulated on pretty much everything right now, but I cannot recommend doing this. And I think if you're going to play the remastered version, you should play it on the Switch at the moment. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Have a nice day, and goodbye.